Hi, Nesha is here. This time I will share some tips about tiny trial crafting bench, and on the end I will show you my best result so far. I was lucky to get a really nice shaper amulet. To get tiny trial crafting bench, you will need to place Gaff Tiny Gren, one of the members of Immortal Syndicate, into one of the 4 safe houses, and depending on which safe house he belongs, you will get different kind of crafting bench. If he is a member of Transportation safe house, when you start crafting, you would first use Alchemy Orb on your white item, then just use Chaos Orbs until you get something you like. After that, if there is still space left for more mods, you can try your luck and use Exile. After that, you have up to 20 Divine Orbs to try and make rolls on your mods better, and you can forget about 20 Blast Orbs and 1 Val Orb. They are cheap enough and you can always use those after crafting by yourself. Also, one of nice use of these 6 exiles is when you use Chaos Orbs and get something which is nice but still not as good as you wish. Maybe you just miss one good prefix or one good suffix and there is space left for them. You can try using these exiles, and in case you don't get that missing mod, you can go back and continue with Chaos Orbs crafting. Now, if he is a member of Fortification safe house, as you see, you will get different kind content of crafting bench will be different, and there will be 20 Scouring Orbs and 5 different random essences in stack of 4. Also, there will be 20 Exiles and 1 Val Orb. On this screenshot there is missing some essences and 1 Scouring Orb because this is a screenshot from my last try when I already used some of them. So when you start crafting, you will need to use one of these 5 random essences, and for most people there is no time to actually read what essence will do, in case you don't recognize them by color. But one thing you can see really fast is what level are essences by counting the lines. As you see, these 3 each have 5 lines, meaning they are level 5, and these 2 have only 4 lines, meaning they are level 4, and usually in most cases it's better to use higher level essences. Keep in mind that essences from level 1 to level 5 can only upgrade normal item to rare, meaning if you use one of those and get bad result, you will need to use Scouring Orb, make item normal again, and before you can use another essence. Only essences level 6 and higher can reforge rare items too, and in those cases, if you was lucky enough to get item level 6 essences or higher, you can skip step with Scouring Orb. Now, if Gaff Tiny Gren is a member of a research safe house, you will get 1 alchemy orb, 100 annulment orbs, 100 exalts, 5 divine orbs, 5 blessed orbs and 1 wall orb. So when you start crafting, you will need to use first 1 alchemy orb, make that item rare, then you can use exalts to add random mods, or you can use annulment orbs to remove random mods. And when you get something you like, you have up to 5 divine orbs to make rolls better. And the same as in transportation safe house, you can forget about those blessed and val orbs. The last safe house is intervention, and if he belongs to this safe house, when you start crafting, you will need first to use transmutation orb and make your item magic. Then you have up to 200 alteration orbs and 100 augmentation orbs to make that magic item as best as possible. When you get something you like, then you use that 1 regal orb and make your item rare. So as you see, you don't have any scouring orbs, so make sure that you are fine with that magic item before you use regal, as there is no way to go back from that. So when you have now your rare item, you can use up to 3 exalts and get up to 3 random new mods. After that, you can use up to 20 divine orbs and try to make rolls better. And if there is still time left on your crafting bench, you can go all out and try your luck with using that 1 val orb and corrupt your item. Now you may ask, what is the difference if he is just a member or if he is a leader of safe house you're about to raid? And the main difference is how many crafting benches will be inside that safe house. If he is a leader, you will get 2 crafting benches, and if he is only a member, you will get just 1 crafting bench. Also, very important is how much time you will get for this crafting, and as you see, with Gaff Tiny Gren 3-star rank, you will get the longest time. The next question is what items to use. If your tiny trial crafting bench is inside transportation safe house, probably the best items to use are energy shield based body armors, gloves, shields, maybe even helmets. If you like to try with body armors, you can use Val Regalia, item level 86. They are around 2 to 4 chaos, and you should look to get around 700 or more energy shield. If you use energy shield gloves, probably the best one are fingerless silk gloves, need to be minimum item level 84. They're also around 2 to 5 chaos, and you should look to get around 200 energy shield or even or more. And if you use shields, probably the best is titanium spirit shield base with item level minimum 86. They are around 15 chaos, and your goal should be to get around 350 or more energy shield. And don't forget, before you use those items on crafting bench, that you first use perfect fossils and try to make these items as close as possible to 30% quality. If you wish to try your luck with Shaper and Elder based items and use them on this tiny trial crafting bench, probably the best are Elder and Shaper rings, Elder and Shaper amulets, and Shaper dagger and Shaper scepter. Now, if you decide to go with Shaper scepter, get one with implicit 40% increased elemental damage, or use one with damage penetrates 6% elemental resistances. Your goal should be to get at least 2 from these first 4 mods, and scepter with that kind of scepter you can sell for really nice amount of currency. If you get 3 from these 4, you just hit the jackpot. If you use Shaper dagger, the best mods are the same as for Shaper scepter, and you should try to use one with implicit 50% increase global critical strike chance. If you use Shaper amulet, these 4 mods are best to get, and if you hit at least 2 from these 4, you will make nice profit. If you decide to use Elder amulet, here is the list of some of the best mods you can get. If you use Shaper ring, item level 85, probably the best mod you're able to get is 2 to 3% increased experience gain. For Elder ring, best mod you can get is curse enemies with level 12 Warlord mark on hit, and even without any other good mods, you can still sell that ring for nice amount of currency. To see a full list of possible mods for item you wish to craft, you should visit PoE.db website. I will put link to this website in description below. Now I will show you my best results so far. I had Guffed Tiny Gren as a leader for fortification safe house, so I got 2 tiny trial crafting benches. On first crafting bench I use energy shield based gloves and I got nothing good. On the second crafting bench I use Shaper amulet item level 84, and first I use this essence, which happened to be a Screaming Essence of Wrath. I got nothing good. Then I used Scouring Orb, and I used the next essence I used was Screaming Essence of Hatred, and here is amulet I crafted. As you see, it have maximum roll for gain 20% of physical damage as extra cold damage, gain 11% of physical damage as extra lightning damage. Then there is a mod from Essence, 24% increased cold damage, and really nice 26% to global critical strike multiplier. At that moment I was looking on the timer I saw there is 7 seconds remain, and also I saw that there is space for one prefix and one suffix, and I was thinking to use or not to use exalt. I was like, what the hell, I will use at least one, and I used one exalt in last like 2 seconds, and I got really rubbish 2 life regenerate per second suffix, but I was still lucky because I had one prefix open, so I was able to mastercraft plus 50 to maximum life. Later on that same day I sold this amulet for 9 exalts, which is by far my best result with Tiny Trial crafting bench. This will be all for now. Thanks for watching and see you next time.